What's going on? We're back in the kitchen. Today, we're gonna do a little bit of meal prep help for those of you that eat a ton of maybe just the same meat over and over again, or the same meals over and over again. Like I eat chicken and rice and broccoli all the time, and I'm getting pretty bored with it, so I was looking for a new way to do it. Today, we're gonna be making a wild rice, cranberry, and Brussels sprout salad that you could replace if you've just been eating the same old chicken, rice, broccoli, whatever. This could be a great new way to do it. So I'm assuming with this that I always have chicken ready, whether it's grilled, whether it's baked. I've got a lot of chicken that's ready. This is gonna be just kind of what I pair with it. All right, so today, the first thing we're gonna do, we have our wild rice. Now you can get this instant, where it's like 10 minutes to cook. This stuff I couldn't find that way, so we're gonna have to go old school and cook it. It's gonna take about 45 minutes. So the first thing we're gonna do is go ahead and get this on the oven, or on the stove, by boiling, we got 2 1/4 cups of water, according to whatever that you do here. This one is 1 cup of rice, 2 1/4 on the water. So I've got my 2 1/4 on the water. We're gonna bring this to a boil. And the way you cook old school rice, or rice like this, you dump all the rice in there, you bring it to a boil, cover it, let it simmer until all the water is absorbed, which is gonna be about 45 minutes, all right? So we're gonna go ahead and let this boil, dump it in, and move on. All right, so we got our rice over here cooking right now. Next thing we're gonna do is we have our Brussels sprouts. We're gonna take 1.5 cups of Brussels sprouts, and we're gonna quarter them. So cut it in half one time, cut it in half again. We're gonna quarter these. I've already done the rest of that, so we have these ready here. We're gonna take it, we have our foil lined pan over here. We're gonna spray some non-stick spray on there. You could use olive oil if you wanted to. We're gonna go ahead and roast these Brussels sprouts, all right? So another thing is, this is my second time making this recipe. I tripled the recipe before so I could have 8 or 9 servings of it. We're just making 1 serving today. But you could make as many as you want, all right? I've got my oven here preheated to 375. We're gonna go ahead and stick these in, roast the Brussels sprouts for about 20 minutes. And while the Brussels sprouts are roasting and the rice is cooking, we're gonna make our dressing here, which is the rest of the salad. So we've got 1/3 cup of our craisins, our dried cranberries here. We're going to go maple syrup, a little sweetness here. You're gonna get on the maple syrup 1 teaspoon. This is like the real stuff here. It's not the fake syrup. You're gonna go balsamic vinegar, 1 teaspoon as well. Actually, we're going tablespoon of balsamic vinegar. And then we're also going to do a tablespoon of olive oil. And a little bit of fresh ground salt. All right, so get this stirred up here. And now we'll wait. So at the end of this, we're going to dump our roasted Brussels sprouts in there. We're going to dump our rice in there. And then you're gonna have this big rice, cranberry, and Brussels sprout mix that you can have your grilled chicken or ground beef or ground turkey, whatever it is, all right? See you guys when the rice is done. All right, Brussels sprouts are done. Just got a little beef here. You got a nice little roasted Brussels sprouts there, just a little brown and crisp. We're gonna set them aside, let them cool down. We got about 25 more minutes on our rice, and we'll throw it all together. All right, so our rice here is finally done. Pro tip, next time I will most definitely go to a different store and get the 10-minute wild rice instead of the 45-minute wild rice, but it's probably better anyway. We got all our nice fluffy wild rice, red, black, brown. Cammie's excited about it. Our Brussels sprouts roasted and cooled off, so we're gonna go ahead and add everything in here. Brussels sprouts to our little dressing we made earlier. We'll go ahead and get it all stirred up. Boom. Now you have a nice little wild rice Brussels sprout, cranberry salad that you can put with your meat of choice, or you could just eat it as a side dish, or you could eat it by yourself, I guess. But I would put this, I've been eating this with my grilled chicken, just putting however much chicken I want in there. So this little bowl here. Cranberry and Brussels sprouts is gonna be hot. It's gonna be like doing a pizza review and burn my mouth. Delicious. A little sweet, a little rice, a little Brussels sprout, perfect to go with all your plain grilled chicken.